So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah. Let's talk about how much we hate Scott Geyser.
This is Mike Sickle.
I want to
Young people.
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
Feels like
second
a rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just a Mike, Colleen.
No, 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 no. You cannot buy the beer. Beer! Close your eyes. No, 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 no. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
What episode is this? 70?
I bless the rains down in Africa.
I bless the rains.
God, I hear it all the
67.
time.
Is it? I thought last week was 67.
That was 66.
Sure about that?
Yeah, it was your 666 episode.
Oh, man, that's a missed opportunity.
Adjust the Mic, episode number 67 on a beautiful Saturday morning. We're all feeling a little frisky. We all look. Chris, you just look amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
To my right, the hostess with the mostest, also looking quite dapper with the hair. He did his hair, Mr. Scott.
Well, hello there, everybody. How are you?
Okay.
Hello, governors.
Just one. To my left is okay. To my left is the craft beer queen, Colleen.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Hello. Did you not wear shoes?
No, they're under the chair.
That's Frank Robb style. So I'm
Where
talking
Charlie's
about.
phone is.
And down, yeah, I got it. And down yonder is Viking Metal Crew.
Skull.
Hey guys, so on my timeline this morning, on my memories, it's been exactly a year to the day that we did the Playland Brewery Adjust the Mic.
What?
Has it really?
Nice.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
We totally skipped past our year anniversary of doing the show and everything.
Yeah, so it's been
Let's do it
a
again.
year since we
Awesome.
did that. So Ron, shout out to you. Thank you
Shout
for
out,
that
Ron.
opportunity.
That
Colleen.
was awesome.
That's crazy. It's been a year.
That's what kind of started our confidence in doing this, really.
Man, it was so cool. Like, I'm glad it all
Naipa.
worked out, and I cannot believe that Ron agreed to it.
Yeah, he
Like,
was awesome too, man.
Yeah.
I thought
fun,
for
too. You
sure
got-
he wouldn't.
Hung out with Joe all night
Yeah.
up there.
He loved it. He had a really good time, and then unfortunately, he did a few podcasts afterwards, probably thinking it would be like the same experience,
Yeah.
and he was not happy.
And,
So-
and the funny thing was,
Well,
is,
we're special.
Our intro, a lot of our intro is from
Yeah.
is taken from that
Magical evening.
Yep.
Oh my God, I can't believe it's already been a year.
Let's do it again.
We met Ryan there.
Celebrate phase
Yep.
3.
The
Right.
truth about Titusville.
Yeah. So yeah, we're wide open now. Phase 3's happening.
Yeah.
Colleen, you're in the
Yeah.
service industry. What do we got going on?
Man, I can't believe it happened so quickly. Like, I heard the rumor yesterday, and then or the day before Thursday, and then they made the announcement yesterday.
How'd you hear a rumor from like Tallahassee?
Brent sent me a
She's in the know, man. She's
no.
always
Brent
seen
sent me an
rumors. Those
article
people-
that says
she
Ron
knows
DeSantis wants to, open him back up 100%. He doesn't have a date yet, and this was on Thursday, and then it's like the next day
Ron
he's like,
gave her a text.
Why wait? Here you
he's
go.
like, let's do it.
DeSantis.
So then I got a text from Ron saying, hey, you can add 6 more bar seats, because I texted Rachel. I'm like, well, what are we going to do? Because, like, we don't
Nice.
have the staff for 100%. Like, we weren't really prepared for it to happen this quickly.
Are there any
Plus,
job
like,
openings?
There's going to be, for sure. They have to hire more cooks, more servers.
Is there
Like,
any of those keto balls?
oh, she might be making those tonight. Those,
buddy.
yeah.
I
Ooh.
might be doing a drive-by
I'm
tonight.
hungry.
But so, yeah, yesterday we just added 6 more seats to the bar to where, like, the seats are actually all at the bar now instead of only at the one corner that wasn't near tables. And it made a huge difference. People felt, like, so good, but they still social distance themselves. But we're not trying to put all of our seats back in. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really responsible at the moment, I think, to do it like that. But I'm happy with the way things were last night. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
I stopped in and said hi and
Yeah.
tried that. I didn't like that Chipotle beer with the. It was
The smoke,
yeah, it wasn't good, but that caramel macchiato one
caramel
was-
macchiato was so good.
I
But
can't wait to try them.
they're-
I'm probably gonna stop by.
The caramel was good, but I had the opposite experience. So I stopped there to see you,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went from there to the pier. And I like going to the pier because it's on the water and all that. And
Pier 220.
Pure True
Pier
20.
220. So
Yeah.
what they did before
Great
is
location.
they had tables set up at the bar, and that was kind of enforcing their social distancing, right? And it worked out pretty good. You couldn't put your beer on or your drink on the bar; it had to be on the table. Whatever. But now that they're open in phase 3, I wanted to see what they were doing. So the tables were gone, and all the chairs were back up there like it was in March, right?
So the bars are up and running.
Completely open. And I found a spot kind of away from people because I'm still kind of weird about getting close to people, right?
Okay.
And sat down, ordered a beer, and then within 5 minutes, somebody went and sat like directly next to me, like it was like a friend of mine, right? And that was really weird. Like that's the first time that happened since all this stuff happened.
Did you Karen the shit out of them?
I was getting real close to until another couple sat directly opposite the other side of me.
Yeah.
Like right next to me, like within my like COVID bubble and stuff.
COVID
So
bubble.
I got so weirded out because it's been 6 months. Like before that was
bubble.
nothing. People sit next to you, you know, it's
Yeah, you don't even think about it.
but now it freaked me out and
That's
I
hilarious.
finished my beer and I
It's
left.
like I'm out.
So
I gotta go.
I got a little mini story. Is
Shit.
I heard it through
Mini story.
the family grapevine.
All right, here we go. Settle it. Stretch it out.
Yeah, I know, right? Someone that I've grown up knowing, you know, I'm not going to name names, but an older guy, he's, him and his wife are extremely, like, freaking out about this COVID thing. They'll yell at you if you walk by their house.
Oh, I troll the
You know,
shit.
say distance, like, they're like,
Whoa.
And he's like an old school surfer that has hung out at number 5 and 6, you know, at Playa Linda, you know, since I was a kid.
I might know this person.
I want this name.
And I'll tell y'all later.
Yeah.
I guess they were like he punched a guy. They were out there at the beach, you know, and all these people are surfing, and they all hang out. You know, they all sit up there and hang out and watch other people surf. And
Yeah.
That's where they're drinking and hanging out and grilling out. That's the way it was when we were growing up. Like that's what I got to go hang out and do with my Uncle Gary and everybody. Right? I guess like they were starting to argue about COVID and distance, and some guy got up in his face,
Oh,
and they
no.
were arguing because one's liberal and one's you know
No, yeah.
and they went nose to nose, and he just like you know freaked out. He hasn't had anybody in his little space in a long time,
It's COVID bubble, yeah.
and just fucking COVID bubble punched him. You know what I mean? He just
Wow.
punched him in the face hard, I guess, and I don't know what happened from there. It just like
Did he catch a
and these
charge?
are grown men, like these are older than us, you know, and they're just out there arguing and fighting, bro.
You know what's weird about this whole
It's
whole
unbelievable.
coronavirus thing is like when this all happened back, it was March, beginning of March.
Yeah.
I felt like when everybody was getting scared and buying toilet paper for no reason, I was like, you know what, man, this will be the thing like September 11th that brought this country together.
Oh no.
Like I was like, okay, well, it's a pandemic. Now we're all going to have to get together and we're going to have to take care of each other. Holy shit, was I wrong?
Yeah.
Way
Like
wrong.
I went the opposite way, and I
it
don't.
tore us even further apart, man.
It's
it's
isn't that
definitely done
scary?
that.
Because I remember
really
like
is.
when the store started saying like you have to wear a mask, right? Like and people would ignore it anyways.
Yep,
But-
but still do.
Oh yeah, of course. But you know, just like I'm wearing my mask, I'm doing my thing, and I see that asshole over there, who's the one guy in Walmart, right, without the mask, and he's walking around like, "What are you gonna do? Fight me? I ain't got no mask on. It's my rights, right?" That stuff right there told me everything I needed to know about this, about the
Yeah,
divide.
it's
And
terrible,
just,
man.
you know, then you got people in the camps, like the anti-maskers,
Yeah,
who are like, "But my freedoms," and then the pro-maskers who are like, "Oh, well, if you wear a mask, this stuff will end," right?
Yeah,
And yeah, it's
It wasn't all
exposed to
bad
weakness.
though. Like I mean, when it first happened for me, like with the kids being home and stuff, there was a lot of people that like reached out to help out. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even like you know, with the schools giving out free lunches, like my kids didn't go to Coquina, you know, they go to the private school, but they still allowed us to pick up lunches. And like when I did go back to work, how generous my
Yeah.
regulars were with me was like overwhelming. Like the
Yeah.
love that I felt because they knew.
there's
And
definitely
we were
ebbs
struggling.
and flows of this.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
was-
some extreme highs and extreme.
I was
lows.
just gonna say that,
Yeah.
like on a local level, like on my street,
Yeah.
we all looked out for each other.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get that twisted. Like,
Oh yeah.
like my friends, my group, the people I keep around me, we were all together in this.
Well,
Yep.
I'm talking about nationally, man.
Oh,
yeah.
It,
nationally.
it
Yeah.
was just embarrassing for the
It
country.
really is.
Oh, I'm talking about Titusville.
Yeah.
On a greater level.
on a
If we
grander
get out,
scale.
because we surround ourselves
Yeah.
with
Oh,
good
yeah.
people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
the only
But
way
when
to
you
have a
go
happy
to a
life.
store and you hear and listen and keep your eyes, if you're, you know, paying attention, you're going to see the divide in
Oh,
people and
yeah.
the arguing and the bullshit and the huffs and the puffs anytime they see somebody get close to them or not, and whether you're wearing a mask or not. Like sometimes you're going in places and nobody's in there got masks and they're all talking shit about not having masks, and you walk in with a mask, like, oh, look at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, or you go in with a mask and you can't win either way because you have
You
people on
can
both
win.
sides.
Just don't fucking judge
Just respect.
anybody.
Exactly.
That's
It's so
the key.
simple.
Do your thing. That's it.
If people paid more attention to themselves and less
Oh,
attention to
100%.
what other people do, our society would be so much better.
Yeah, man. Of course.
And here's the thing. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, and I don't know what you guys, but I got to poop in the morning. So in the morning when I wake up, I got to poop. So
Where are we going?
So I have my Facebook, right? I have my Facebook up, and I'm
How did
scrolling
this
on my
happen?
phone.
That's when he gets all worked up.
And when you this is where all the
Anger
the
pooping?
magic happens. This is where all my big thoughts come from. This is the start of the podcast. It's fucking pooping probably. So as I'm scrolling,
What are you doing?
first what you see a video of some white woman not wearing a mask at a Home Depot or somewhere and arguing with other people wearing masks about how stupid they are wearing their masks. And then you scroll, and then there's another one, and then there's another one, and then there's another one, and there's another one, and there's another one. And then as you go, okay, I want to get off this one. Then you see, okay, here's a police pullover that's going to end badly. Here's another one that's going to end badly. Then here's, then another one. We're all on social media, and they're pumping all of this stuff out there.
Media.
And
The media is doing
we're
it.
eating it up, and then that's all we talk about. Is because that's what we see on the things.
It's
that
not
we're
good for
on
your
the
mental
most.
health, man.
Like if you go, everybody went on their phones and looked at how much time, in hours that you spend on Facebook. You can go look up.
Android will tell you.
Yeah, it'll tell you all your times on everything that you've done, and it's. If you play Call of Duty or any kind of PS4 or any kind of game, it'll tell you how long you've been playing that game. And sometimes you're like, I've been playing that for 15 days, 14
God dang,
hours,
dude.
over the course of a few months.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's how much time we dedicate to the social media. So that's where a lot of the raised tensions are coming from, because it's in our faces nonstop where it used to not be.
But on the flip side of that, though,
Yeah.
is you can see some really cool stuff on there.
100%.
On Facebook. I mean, you just have to kind of
You
learn
have
how to
to.
filter the bullshit out.
Yeah.
An example of that is Dr. Nikki Fox is the director of heliophysics for NASA.
Yeah.
A sweet woman, and she comes down for all the sun launches, basically, like the solar probe and that kind of stuff. She's been on my Facebook for a while. So I was scrolling through, and I saw her. She made a post like this that I thought was cool. It's like, how was my day? Oh, pretty good. Bought a rocket. So excited to have selected the launch vehicle for our NASA Sun IMAP mission. But just the way that she said it, nothing, just bought a rocket
Bought a
today.
rocket?
Oh, what?
I was tickled by it. So it was basically the announcement that NASA had sourced a SpaceX rocket. For
I have
their,
problems
Oh, wow.
buying an appetizer, dude.
It's amazing that we
Must
have
be a
all
very
that
hard
stuff
decision.
happening. It
Yeah.
seriously is. I mean,
I bought cheese sticks
like
for
all
my
these big
entree.
companies, all these richest men are spending their money right here on our coast.
Yeah.
To fucking throw rockets up.
And
It's awesome.
They are going
It
up
is
quick.
awesome. And
There's
speaking of which, I
going
need to,
tonight, right?
no,
Did it get
that
scrubbed?
got scrubbed again.
Oh,
So
did
I
it?
need to correct myself. I was listening to our last podcast, and I was wrong about everything with this mission. It is still an NRO mission, but it's not going on Atlas. It's going on a Delta IV Heavy.
Gotcha.
So the really big
Wow.
one, the biggest
Yes.
one I
Really?
got. And they were supposed to go tonight, but they pushed it again till
Oh.
tomorrow, which sucks. That's Stella tomorrow
So
night.
tomorrow,
I
is it
lost
going to be at the
Stella
same
day.
time?
Uh,
Like at midnight or whatever?
yeah, midnight.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I need to know these things for work.
Those night
Like
launches
big
are fun
time.
to watch.
And
Yeah.
this one, the Delta IV Heavy, is really cool to watch because
Oh,
it's
it's
the
badass.
two solids with the large one in the middle.
And then they land back down.
no,
No?
that SpaceX does that.
Oh, okay.
ULA throws their rockets away.
They're like, trash.
Oh man! So what's going on today? You guys got a lot of stuff going on. What are we doing?
I'm working.
What time?
5.
5. Oh, so you're working the
5
night.
to 10. Yeah.
I'll stop in and say hi.
You
I'll
know?
probably stop in and say hey too.
I won't.
Will you really?
I think so.
He says that every weekend.
It would be. It's our 1 year anniversary.
every
Yeah, that's
weekend.
right.
He says that, and then he.
I'll make you a
I,
flight.
I went up there with you. It's like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I apologize for that,
Yeah,
man.
see?
I'm sorry. You're right.
See?
Yeah, I'm
But I
wrong.
normally don't.
Yeah, but he normally doesn't. So last night,
I
we're
get home
hanging
and I can't
out.
leave.
We're hanging out at the house watching. For some reason, my kids are addicted to Guardians of the Galaxy, which
How did
It's
they
a
not be
That's a
fantastic-
good one to be addicted to.
I love it. It's
the
Like
best.
all of them, or just the first
they're
one?
locked in on the first one. They like the second one too, but we're watching it. I get a call.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
that intro scene of Baby Groot, I'm sorry to interrupt, of
Yeah.
Baby Groot running around
It's
while
amazing.
the battle
Oh,
is
it's
fighting
It's
in the
amazing.
background. I saw that on an airplane because that was
Yeah,
the movie.
it's so good.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
But I get a call from a buddy who works for the sheriff's department. Goes, "Hey, are you home?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Are your kids home?" Yeah. "What are we doing here, buddy?" He goes, "Hey, do me a favor. Go ahead and just lock your house up. And if you have a weapon, grab it, okay?" Because just heard on the scanner, I heard your street on the scanner that there were an armed white male in shorts hallucinating, going around the streets. We're trying to find him right now.
Oh my God.
So I'm like,
Oh.
here we go. So I automatically, I'm hanging out in gym shorts, hanging out, wife beater, just jump up, BDUs,
90 Day
Three-
Fiancé's on.
Yeah, right. No, it was Guardians of the Galaxy. I cleared that. Jump up, 357, Remington 870 shotgun. Hey guys, we're gonna go in Daddy's room. We're gonna hang out and we're gonna watch TV in there for a little bit. And then I immediately go to all my neighbors, let them know what's going on.
Strapped and in your BDU with the shotgun.
You
And
went outside and told them or called
No,
them?
I put the shotgun back up and I had the 357 on in a holster and covered it up and walked outside.
so you were concealed carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it was a 357, so it wasn't that concealed. He a big gun.
Definite imprint on that.
So
one.
yeah, I go to all my neighbors. We're all tight and let them know what's going on. Go back inside, tell the kids, all right, stay in the living room, lock the house up, everything, set the alarm, everything. And I peek out the door, go out the front door, and I'm just looking, just leaning up against the wall. And then I see one neighbor come out with a shotgun. The neighbor across from me come out with a gun. The neighbor next to them within 5 minutes, 8 houses on our street were sitting out front relaxing, just waiting. And I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
I call my buddy. I'm like, listen, man. And it's like, we got our neighbor with the Biden Harris sign out there with a gun, just chilling. So it's like, it's awesome. Everybody's together, And I call my buddy. I'm like, hey, man, I hope this dude doesn't come down the street, man. Like, I don't know how many of these people are actually proficient and trained with a weapon.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's gonna die. Like, if you don't know your backs, that you gotta. I'm a little worried, you know. And eventually, nothing happened. He ended up going a little further east, and they caught him a couple streets from us. But it was funny, man. How quick. We're good, man. I'm good on my street. Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah.
But it's awesome, man, having a buddy that works for the sheriff's department that calls you and tells you
right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
Y'all
But
see-
it was
really
it was
nice.
anticlimactic, but it was awesome. It's like if that dude would have came down that street, it would have been bad.
Y'all seen that video where it's like the guy's like Indian innocent. He has the big white long clip and he's shooting this hardcore gun at a gun range indoors. And when he shoots it, it flies back and breaks the window behind him. He's like,
That video is as old as the internet, but the guy was testing
so good.
an elephant shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
my.
what kind of gauge of shell this thing shoots, but the guy was probably 100 pounds soaking wet. Arab fella in a white robe.
Yeah.
Shoots it in the kickback. Kicks it
dude.
directly out of his hands through his shoulder, and then breaks the window
glass.
behind
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
It's so old school. That's what I'm thinking of. All these neighbors
I know
sitting outside with
it,
shotguns.
It,
you know?
it worries me, man, because you just
You never know,
God,
man.
You don't know how proficient people are, man, and how tactical they are with a weapon. But
Most people aren't.
You can get them so easily. It's not
most
like this,
people,
you know what I mean?
Most people aren't, but there's some that will surprise you.
Oh yeah.
There was one last night that I was like, this lady I was watching her, I was like, okay, she's been around a weapon quite a bit.
Yeah.
Some have not, but it was
That's the big reason we've never been really invaded.
yeah.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing. I was reading just last week. Gun sales are up like 187%.
Oh man.
In the past month.
Only imagine.
right before elections usually too, because they never know if it's going to swing which way. So people
Right.
Yeah.
like the
Coming to
marketing
get
of
your guns.
It becomes
Yeah.
a marketing campaign. Yeah.
And a box of ammo, a box of 9mm up. It used to be about $20. Now it's at about 35.
35.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, for a long time there, if you had like a 22 or anything, you couldn't go to find 22 ammo anywhere.
Yeah.
Or online. Like a buddy of mine was buying like pallets full of
Are
ammo
you serious?
before because there was a huge shortage like of certain types of metals and stuff like that
Yeah.
for production. Or like in the United States, there's only like 1 or 2 plants of certain types of ammo now. A lot of it's outsourced,
Mhm.
so it creates these bottlenecks.
Yeah, it's important that when you own a firearm to use it, to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to a range at least
Shoot it,
once
man.
a couple months, right?
You have to.
Just so that muscle memory is there, so that
Yeah.
in the event that you do need to use it, there's
Yeah.
a basis of familiarity that you can.
You have to. There's so many things that you could do wrong with a hang. Like we used to go up to the what's the Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
And go in there and shoot handguns and
That's a
stuff.
great
And they would let you
Yeah, it
shoot
is.
22s and stuff like that. You know, if you had a little Ruger 1022 you wanted to play and target shoot with and scope in or something like that, they let you do that.
So listen, growing up, we had when my mom met my stepdad, we were like 8 years old. He was a hunter. He had guns.
yeah.
So when we started going over to his house, he started showing us, so we weren't going to be so curious. We grew up. We
Yeah.
had to take. I took the hunter safety course. Like we did all this. We shot all of his guns, and then I went a very long period of time of not being around guns. And then when my husband wanted to get one, and we took the concealed carry class together, you have to go to the gun range and show. So I'm using his gun, which I wasn't used to using because it was like semi-automatic, and you have to pull the thing back, and and it was really hard. And we're in there, and everyone's got headphones on, and they're doing their own thing. And I go to slide it back, and I got it jammed on my on my hand right here. And I could not get it off. It was the most terrifying thing. And like I'm screaming and nobody can hear me. And finally I look at Brent and it's like just hanging there, and he comes and gets it off, and it was like, oh my God, like I have got to like get back to this and get a revolver because I don't want to have to deal with this. Like
You have to when you're dealing with that, you have to train with that for 8 hours without any ammunition.
So
Take it apart.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Learn
my,
how to put it together.
my concealed carry at the time was this little Kel-Tec. It was a little P40, and it was a nice little gun.
I like you're looking at Colleen. She's like,
Well,
I
I got
don't
this.
know.
I got the same. I got the same story that you have actually. Is we were at the gun range, and I took my brother-in-law at the time, and he hadn't shot a lot of guns, so I was trying to kind of show him and kind of we were shooting together. I'm like, hey, on these, you got to make sure that you have your thumb tucked, because if you have it up just a little ways and you shoot, it's going to come back and just scrape. You know what I mean? With those semi-automatic, pistols.
Slide
And,
action.
Yeah, the slide action is it's going to tear your hand. You have to make sure you're holding the gun right. And he was listening. We were all, but boom, you don't pay attention for 1 second,
yeah.
and boom. So he goes and does this, and I wasn't looking at his thumb because I was behind him, and sure enough, he had it a little too high, and it just cut like a chunk of meat out of his
that's why
his thumb.
Chris had mentioned muscle memory. That's why
Yeah.
you just train
Yeah.
with it without any ammunition.
He,
Learn the weapon.
Like we were trying to act like everything's cool, right? But you could see the panic in his eyes. So I just take the gun, boom, boom,
Unload it, safe it.
load it, sat
Yeah.
it down, and I said, "Let's go to the bathroom." So we walked back, and I had like in my case, I got bandages and all that kind of stuff with our gun bag just in case. And sure enough, we needed it. And had to go like in there and like, dude, he probably needed some stitches. Like it was all the way to the bone, dude. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. When you get a new firearm, it's going to come with a manual, right? And if it doesn't, look it up. But learn how to take it apart, like
Yes.
field strip it completely.
Just sit down and do it while you're watching TV.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
really easy.
It is.
It's
so
very
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
But that's a familiarity, and then you shoot it a couple times dry, because modern triggers aren't like the older triggers where you could really ruin a fire.
And revolvers is it's a very good option too. For,
Absolutely.
For the,
And trigger depression's different on all these weapons.
Yep.
So you're just just dry fire it. And like Chris said, the more you take it apart and put it together, the more mentally you're going to be okay with using the weapon, because you're going to build confidence in having it and being around it.
Yeah, I need to go back to the range big
if
time.
if you have a gun too, I mean, there are gunsmiths out there that can do things like make the trigger more comfortable for you. For some people, it's too hard of a trigger pull for a certain gun. Those things can be adjusted and fixed pretty easily.
Or just go with
And not
somebody when you buy a weapon. Go with somebody that knows.
Yep.
Because my hand size is that's hard. Like a small gun for me, it's hard to fire because I have horse hand. I have Shrek hands. So it's it's different for everybody.
100%.
But the familiarity thing is super important, because we own firearms not for hunting but for home protection.
Yep.
So a scenario would be, it's 3:00 in the morning and a white hallucinating dude is breaking into your front door.
Stupid cracker.
You're waking up out of a dead ass sleep. You have children and family in the house, and now you have to, in your panicked, tired state, have to grab that firearm and use it safely. And You have to be familiar with that weapon
Yeah.
to do that in a safe manner.
You know your backstops, all that. It's scary.
And a
man.
gun in one hand and a machete in the other, right?
I got a Viking sword at my garage on the way.
I got a machete.
I got something else that hopefully I never have to use other than a gun.
Flamethrower.
And
I love Elon
nunchuck
Musk,
anal
man.
beads.
You got the flamethrower?
No.
Oh, come on.
He's got nunchuck anal beads.
Oh my god.
Everyone use them for this.
He's running away from it just because of what it is.
Yeah.
Come back here.
No, it smells like boo.
You're gonna take these.
Yeah. Fucking bend over and push them in.
Okay.
Never bring it to my house again.
Everybody here is trick or treating this
Hit me
year.
with a good time.
Hell, yeah. Well, no, I'll be in California for that. For Halloween.
Is Stella trick or treating though?
Oh, 100%.
Colleen?
That's a big topic.
I mean,
actually.
I have to. Declan already started like saying trick or treat to his teachers, like when he was going
for
into
him,
class the
man.
other day. But I'm like, I don't know how my neighbors are going to be because I live. Some of them are older, some are younger. I think we're just going to wing it and go and see what happens.
I feel like we are the news source of Halloween for the whole town of Titusville.
Yeah.
Because we are doing the show in the epicenter of Halloween in Titusville, Sherwood, and in the Sherwood Facebook group, like all the owners are talking about whether they're gonna do Halloween or not do Halloween, and it's almost like a divide. You know what I mean? It's pretty divided.
Is it?
And there's a little bit of arguing being peppered in, but most of it's like either I'm not doing it or I'm gonna do it, but try to be safe about it. You know what I mean? And either leave candy out or I'm going to I'll put a mask on, and everything, but I'm going to hand out candy, and if people come, I'm going to hand out candy.
Did you see that thing that they posted on the
But for
Titusville
some,
site
they're not, and that's cool.
of the ghost that had the thing behind it and it had a thing for 2
Yeah.
beers and then
Oh,
the candy on
yeah,
the
like
side
it
and
had
it would
the
just
little-
go from the front
Yeah.
porch down to the people on the
And if
sidewalk?
I could come up with something quick like that
Right?
to do it, I would
That'd be
totally
good.
That
down
would be
to do it 'cause
so
it'd be
cool.
funny,
I would
you know?
love to do it because that'd be awesome.
So remember when I called my neighbor for sugar in the middle of
Oh,
this,
yeah.
and he got the remote control car and
Yeah.
put a bag on it.
Oh, that's great.
Dave's probably gonna do that.
oh, that's a good idea. Remote
yeah.
control
Get a
car.
remote
that's
control
right.
car,
Yeah.
put candy, put a bowl on it, strap
Yeah.
it, tape it up.
Drive it forward
Drive
and
to-
bring it back, and then just have
I think
border
as long
to
as,
it.
you if you don't want to do the trick-or-treating thing,
Yeah.
turn your lights off
Yeah.
and go
Same
watch
as any-
Netflix, right?
yeah.
Just like any year.
Yeah.
Sure.
But there's no reason to shit on people who want to do it, right?
Exactly.
It's just,
And that's what it is. That's where the tension comes from. For the people that want to do it, then the other people are going, well, I wouldn't do that and risk my family and this and this. And we're like, we understand that. Like, some people are going to take those risks, and hey,
Those are the same people going out to
judge
eat
them.
and going to Walmart. and
Yeah,
going
it's not up
Right.
to you to judge that. If people want to continue to live their
Yeah,
lives and they
judgers.
feel
Cram
safe,
it up
then
your
let
cram
them,
hole.
Let them do it. You know what I mean?
Well, it goes back to what we were saying. If more people paid less attention to what everybody else is doing,
Exactly.
and more attention to what they're doing,
Yep.
our society would improve greatly.
It's a huge, yes.
I'm going to tell Rose to make sure they bring the girls out because it's going to be Chud's wife and their kids. They always get the girls together.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell them to come out here because I think
Yeah.
they were talking about doing some kind of like trunk or treat thing. And
They could always park around. Like we're gonna have the golf cart out, and then someone's gonna be taking all the kids to ride around. And I'll probably be
We're
handing candy
probably
out.
gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
I mean, that's please.
Wasn't it Chud's kid who dressed up as David Bowie in Labyrinth and that video went viral?
viral.
Oh my gosh. It is the cutest video.
Yeah. So
Ask him if we can share it on the page because it is the most adorable Halloween costume and she
So Chud's wife Danielle is a hairdresser, and so they've always been doing crazy stuff with the girls' hairs. And one day, she wanted to be the Goblin King from Labyrinth, and they did the makeup and everything, hair and all that. It looked like a spitting image of David Bowie's The Goblin King.
Wow.
And then so she recorded him doing a dance to one of the songs, and then threw it up on Facebook, and then woke up the next morning to 1 million views.
Yeah.
Somehow it went
Wow.
viral, and I think it peaked at like 6.5 million. But I'll make sure
It's so
he gets
cute.
posted. It's adorable.
Dance
awesome.
magic,
Well,
dance
like
magic.
eventually, like marketing for the show, like we get so much traffic in here, right? Like it'd be kind of cool to pass out like adjust the mic something to the parents, like to have stickers, to have some kind of sticker
Oh my
with candy on or something kind of funny, like you know what I mean?
If you give him a beer, put a beer koozie on it.
Hey, that's a good
Like
idea.
or like give out koozies, beer koozies that we make to all the parents that are walking by or something.
The more often we get that logo out there and around,
Oh yeah,
it's
100%.
familiar. So that's why I think one of the reasons we did so good in the Chucks is we spent $100 on the die-cast stickers, the Dirty Chuck stickers, And every show, we'd give them out to whoever wanted it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for a while there, you couldn't drive around town
They're everywhere.
without
Yep.
seeing a Dirty Chuck sticker on it.
Yeah.
And that
100%.
helped because when people saw that logo,
Yeah.
they associate with that, and then they see it. Oh, that band that I've been seeing around town is going to be playing at the
Yeah.
Lion or whatever.
Exactly. Well, let's go see what
let's
it's
go check
about.
it out. Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
Same philosophy applies to the Adjust the Mic.
Oh, 100%.
You get that sticker out there on. I got one on my motorcycle. I just
Yep.
put one on,
Oh, heck yeah.
and the more people that see that, the better it is.
Oh,
For us.
100%.
Sure.
I was driving down and was behind Frank Robb the other day. And I'm like, who the hell is this? And I saw the sticker, and then boom, it was him.
Is that an alligator tail hanging out the back of that truck?
Jeez.
So we need to order a bunch more of them, actually.
Y'all want to take a break?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 Falcon, put the breakdown now. Give me that. Where's that beat at, man? Can't rock without a beat. Where that beat at, dog? We camouflage our b-boy existence entirely way too long. We song and dance for you hollow-headed wannabe MC Napoleons. When we controlling the whole scene underground, the sound brand new in the head. You better off dead than young kids gassing lids and saying bullshit rhymes with bullshit times. This is the real. Now as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I wait for sunset to come to bring the natural resistance. The pistons, the engine, the machine, not to mention. You walking through the valley of divine intervention. Revolution predicted like infection, inflicted on the section. Yeah, welcome to the valley divine. Revolution predicted like infection, inflicted on the section. When shit pops off in our time. Freeze the frame, let the gorillas be tamed. Set them free, break the face of the frame. Freeze the frame, let the gorillas be tamed. Set them free, set them free, set them free. Set them free, set them free, set them free, set them free.
We're having a territorial dispute. I mean, I've wandered into your pissing ground or whatever the damn thing is, and you've taken offense with my presence, and I can understand that. I mean, I wouldn't want you people in my backyard either. This is your home, and your home is your home, and I respect that. So, if you would just back up a step or two.
I'm about to redefine what defiance is. Steal all the sciences of war, revolutionary. Scientists explore, get time in store for second-hand world order. Bottom right-hand corner like Dilly or Florida. Pour the drink and wink. Shook a hand, took a land while they blinked to think. This white guy, he really likes me despite your infallible political propaganda. And yo, it's all fucking money like the Olympics in Atlanta. They can't make it, they don't deal with it. I get the government job, yeah. Now there's my fucking meal ticket, I did it. Considered it a midget. And my new mind. I'm my new mind exercise. Fully uprise, a visionary freedom. We must erase them if we need them. Delete them, see through shiny, see them. And sink them, I'm thinking. I walk a straight line, but now I'm motherfucker. They welcome to the Valley Divine.
Jury's still out on old Michael Jackson. I know it's not going to stop me from listening to Dirty Diana
I know, right?
in Chad's garage.
You
at
listen to it,
1 in
it's
the
like,
morning.
Oh.
Oh,
My daughter and I watched a movie last night. We're watching 80s movies on Friday nights now.
what'd you watch?
Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh my God, I love
That's a
that
good one.
movie.
Isn't it
Good
so
movie,
good?
man.
So good.
Don't fuck with the Lords of Hell. And she's like, don't fuck with the babysitter.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I haven't seen that in
I
years.
used to watch that and Don't Tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
That's the next one that we're going to do
that's
next
a good
Friday. I
one.
told her that.
Kelly
Dishes are done, man.
That's Kelly Bundy, right?
yeah.
Yep.
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
God, I had a crush
So
on her.
good. And I think that's the same kid, the little stoner kid. I think that's the same kid that had the crush on in Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause he was younger.
Yeah.
than, you
I wonder
know.
what happened to that guy.
And then you know who Thor is?
Yes.
Thor from the Adventures in Babysitting, the actor. He's in like NCIS and all these. I think it's NCIS.
You know who that is? That's
Yes,
that's
it's-
Pyle from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Pyle.
Is it?
He's Thor. He's like
it's crazy,
it's,
right?
The garage. What's it?
What's his name? Tim or it's Tim.
I don't know.
Why am I not?
He's a big time
I
actor
used to
though.
watch
He's done a lot of big
NCIS
things.
all the time.
Yeah.
You know what we watched a couple weeks ago, last week or the weekend before? Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, it's great.
That's a good movie.
I need to get Allie to watch that.
It's hilarious.
There's so many small moments in that
Yeah.
movie
Oh, that changed.
when the kid pushes him up against the locker and he turns and kicks. Like, it's the funniest movie moment ever.
Or when he's got the tots in his shorts
Oh
pocket
my
and he punches it and they fall out.
Eat, Tina. When he's feeding the
Tina, you
llama.
get some ham.
Gosh,
You fat lord.
I've been online chatting with hot babes
Yeah.
all day.
Oh, LaFonda.
That whole arc is great, though, with LaFonda.
I
At
see-
the
You
end
got
of
the
it, he's
uncle
all,
outside fucking throwing the football. And the,
how he just fucking wings it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that movie in the theater, I left and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yes,
and
that's
then I was
pretty
like,
much.
I got home and I started thinking about it and I started laughing thinking about it. so
Yeah,
I literally
it's-
went the next day and I was dying and I was like,
it's
oh
the
my
quotes
God.
too. I mean,
Yeah,
it's so quotable.
it's the gosh, I'm still saying that 15 years later, right?
How could
And
you
that
not?
dance scene, come on.
Yeah,
I know.
oh, yeah.
Ugh.
So if you get a chance, all of you out there, rewatch Napoleon
Hey,
Dynamite.
that
It's
actor
just
that played
stand-
Napoleon Dynamite, he hasn't been in too much, but he's been in a couple things.
No, he's done.
Yeah.
He was in that dirty, or that was the teacher where the bad teacher was.
Cameron Diaz,
No, who was Billy?
D. Williams.
No, he was with Angelina Jolie.
Brad Pitt?
No,
Oh,
before.
what's the
Billy
old
Bob
fella
Thornton.
Billy
name?
Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton is this teacher.
Oh,
and he's,
yeah.
and like takes his girlfriend from him, and he's like an asshole. And he like the whole time, him and Billy Bob are fighting.
Yeah, that's a good
for
movie.
this
I forgot.
woman.
I forget
and
the
that's
name
a
of that.
fucking really good movie. I think it's School for Scoundrels. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School for Scoundrels.
But Napoleon Dynamite, what year do you think that movie was set in?
That was
What it was set in?
That it was set in?
probably 80.
I think it was
79,
set
80.
in the present, but because of where it was at.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
exactly.
one of the brilliances of that movie, is that you
Yep.
feel like you're watching it like a movie is set in the 80s, but you see little hints that this is taking place nowadays.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a
You go into
crazy
certain
small
towns,
town.
and that's reality.
Yeah.
Like, that's true right now. You can go into a certain town in a certain state, and boom, you're
when
gonna
he's
have that
tasting
type
the
of-
milk at the 4-H club. It's just, it's so good.
This one
man.
got into some onions.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Like it's that movie's unbelievable.
Cook you a delicious bass.
Make you a damn quesadilla.
yeah.
So good.
I still call them quesadillas because of that.
Quesadillas, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
love
great.
watching movies that I forgot that I liked
No.
from so long ago now. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's just.
Those
like-
those movies back in the 80s, though, they had like adventures. Like there's a lot of really good movies from the 80s. Yeah. I mean, those
John
are,
Hughes, man.
like look
Directed
who,
some
remember Look
amazing
Who's Talking, 3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah.
Goonies.
I mean, you got all
I
these
watched
old movies, man.
Goonies,
Burbs.
Gremlins, and Ghostbusters on a VHS tape like every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Gremlins kind of scared me though.
Gremlins, even I watched that just recently, a couple years ago. Man, that
Yeah.
movie has not aged.
Riley won't watch it.
It's so
Riley's-
creepy.
It's
like
very
good.
scary.
The end when he melts in the
yeah,
fountain.
man.
Yeah.
It's-
Like Riley was like, "I'm out. Like, I'm not doing
You got
that."
the partying guys that are smoking and
right,
sitting there watching
and then like the
movies
little
and shit.
hooker gremlin. It's like, what are we doing?
Oh, that's part
right?
2. Yeah, that's part 2.
But I think another thing I've taken away from the movies is Ace Ventura taught me how to spell beautiful properly. And B-E-A-U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters. We watched the old original Ghostbusters.
What's better, 1 or 2? I love 2.
One.
Man.
Two.
Yeah, I
No.
love 2.
I don't know.
Two's
I have to
better.
go like
The song's better. Bobby Brown.
Yep.
it's so good.
I'll have to
story's
watch
better.
2
It's so
again.
funny. Like
What's-
watching Dan
what's the-
Aykroyd and God, man.
What's the guy's name? The villain in 2. The old guy. The
He's right
Vigo?
there.
The
Vigo.
Carpathian?
Yeah, Vigo the Carpathian.
It's me, Vigo.
Such a good movie. Did you guys watch the reboot?
He was terrifying.
No.
No.
The one that came out a couple years ago with an all-female cast?
No, I heard it's terrible.
I did too. I didn't see it.
You're sexist.
Are y'all watching The Boys right now?
Dude.
I have to watch the last 2 episodes.
Oh Jesus! Every Friday a new episode comes out. I watched yesterday episode 5 already, and
I'm still stuck on 2. I haven't got caught up.
Yeah, I'm on like the 4th episode of season 1.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good. But I just lost.
season 2. It started off kind of slow. The first couple episodes, I'm like, I'm not really sure.
That's where I'm stuck.
Boom! It's fucking great.
All right. I started watching something new last night.
You saw the whale part, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
God, they are so brutal
It
on that
gets better.
show.
It
It's
gets
like
better.
gory.
Gory. I started watching Raised by Wolves, that HBO hard science fiction series. Oh, it's amazing.
Is it? I haven't seen
It's
it.
I don't have HBO.
it's like really like dry sci-fi.
Okay.
Like where it's super hard sci-fi. But it's so good.
Okay.
I finished the first episode and a half last night.
Are you guys-
very impressed with it?
Cobra Kai?
Oh, Cobra Kai's fantastic.
I just finished the first season.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
It's
it.
really
man.
good.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Did you see both seasons? It's two seasons.
I
that are
just
out, right?
watched the first season because I resisted so much because everybody told me to watch it. So I'm like cramming up to cram.
I
all
thought
the
it
time.
just came out.
But I was wrong. It's really good.
No, the
Yeah.
first season's been out for a while.
I
Hey,
didn't know that.
it surprises you because it's hilarious, and it gives homage to the first movies. It's not cheesy like you think it was.
There's
Okay.
some cheese to it. It's just bad acting. Like Daniel LaRusso can't act.
He's the
in
bad
my
guy,
opinion.
right?
Ralph
But-
Macchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's nah.
Yeah.
He just can't act.
The bad guy can act.
The other, yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
So
Johnny.
Ralph
Zabka.
Macchio was in it?
Yeah.
You can't
He
hate on
can't act?
Johnny, man.
Wow.
Put him in a party bag.
It's check
Yeah,
it out.
It's
Check it
so
out.
good.
All right, I'll watch an episode today.
Is it
Yeah.
still good if you only watch Karate Kid like one time?
John,
Yes.
Like, well,
Yes.
here's what they're doing. Okay, straight up is they have LaRusso and Johnny and them as the old school, bringing and now they're teaching the young kids, their daughters, their sons. There's all the drama with the kids in school now. It's going to turn into a Cobra Kai of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And this first couple seasons, I think, is going to be the LaRusso and Johnny kind of. You know what I mean? They're going to make it a kid thing.
It's good,
eventually.
man.
It's really good.
And you know what I like about it? It's only like 24-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're little
Yeah,
short ones.
so
okay.
you can smoke through it. You can smoke through them.
Did you see Johnny trying to get on the internet with a laptop?
Yeah.
Like he types in like a hot babes wet t-shirt contest.
And what it is I don't know if you ever watched How I Met Your Mother. You ever watch that?
I hadn't
little
seen that
bit.
one.
Well, Barney Stinson. What's Barney's real name? Doogie Howser.
Patrick
Patrick-
Harris.
Neil
Patrick-
Patrick Harris.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, there's an episode where he's such a jerk on How I Met Your Mother. He always thought his interpretation of the Karate Kid was the blonde was the good guy.
Yes.
He's like that stupid Daniel LaRusso trying to make. So they actually
Shout out to Ian.
That's
He's
part,
the same way.
That's part of the series. Like they're like,
Yeah.
what if we twisted it? So if you see the first couple episodes, you're like, oh damn, like
Like LaRusso, you
yeah,
dick.
like
fucking
they,
asshole.
They push you that way, so that's cool.
That's the first episode of it?
Yes.
Okay,
It
all right.
kind of and you'll see it. You'll like you. It makes you root for him.
Okay.
Did you see the high school fight at the end?
Just stop doing what you're doing because I've only seen the first season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What are we doing, man?
So
Why do you
good.
do things? What are you doing?
Spoiler
I
alert.
thought you said saw it all. Sorry.
That's just as bad as waving at somebody who's driving by and they look at you and don't wave back.
Bruce Willis is a
It's-
ghost.
It's not my fault.
Oh, sorry.
You're late watching it.
Yeah, that just happened to us outside.
It did. We were taking a break. Somebody was driving by in their golf cart, gave him a wave, looked over, looked right back at the road, and kept going. God,
That's
it
it.
makes me
They didn't wave at you.
That's very unusual for this
Everybody
neighborhood.
waves.
Nope,
Yeah.
not
Nope,
that
not
one.
that lady.
This is wavy waiver syndrome.
Not that lady, Karen.
Yeah, Karen.
As
God.
we're Karening her right now.
Hardcore. But you open the door, let somebody in, they walk
Throw a
by.
rock at her
No,
next
thank
time.
you. Like, you're welcome.
Yeah, that
I
happens
know, man.
once in a while.
There's
And it's so funny how people will say chivalry is dead, but I really go out of my way. Like I will
100%.
go out of my way to hold the door for anybody,
Oh, yeah.
man, woman,
All day.
kids.
Yep.
I'm opening the door for you.
I've been
And-
stuck holding door for like a minute
I
or two at
know,
a
me
restaurant.
too.
Sometimes letting people go in and you're just like, God,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, we're all Southern boys, right? You
Yeah.
know, we're raised with that to. You're
kinda.
kind of adopted, right?
Yeah,
But
That-
we're
just-
raised to have that kind of social manner, right? You
Yeah.
wave at people, you hold doors,
Yeah.
right? And then
that
when
that
you
was
don't
a
get
value that was instilled in me growing up.
Same
actually,
here.
that was
Yep.
very positive, and our kids are the same way.
and when you don't get a basic thank you back,
it's frustrating.
just makes
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I don't do it for that.
right.
But come on now,
Right, I know.
throw me a waiver, thank you.
Something.
Yeah.
Throw
You
me
know what?
something.
What blows my mind is like all the times I rode the monorail at Disney, and like if there was an older person that got in after, like that the people like we always offered up our seats like so they
you
could sit
stand
down
up,
and
even
stuff.
if it's a woman or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
And, like-
woman, child.
Like hardly anybody does that now, but like Brent and I, it's just like Brent doesn't even sit down. He just stands the whole time so that way people can sit, But like if there's nobody in there, of course
That's
I'm gonna
how I
sit. But if
was.
somebody
Yeah.
else comes in, but
Yeah.
I remember when I was like 9 months pregnant and I'd go places like a doctor's office and there's like we're just sitting. I'm just like standing there leaning on the thing. I'm like, oh my God, can't one person get up so I can sit down?
Yeah,
But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, some people do it and some people don't. Like, it still weirds me out when Brent goes and opens my door for me when we go out places, like for like the car door and stuff. Like,
That's a gentleman, right?
you
there.
know. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I can get it, and he's like, oh,
It
I
ain't-
have
it
to
ain't
do
about that.
it's
like,
not about
No,
that
I
even
know.
a little
No,
bit.
what about when you go to Outback and there's one booth that everybody gets to sit at inside and everybody else has to sit outside? But when you walk in and put your name in, you look at that booth right away. And if it's there, do you just run up and steal it?
Are you by yourself?
No, it's usually you and the kids and maybe
Yeah,
like
no,
2 or 3
I'll,
people.
my kid. I'll
Do you
have
run
my
in
kids
and sit
sit
down right away and take that open spot, or and if you see someone coming, you get out of their way, or
I'll put my
What's the
kids in
etiquette?
it, and then if I see somebody elderly or somebody come
Yeah.
up, then I'll tell the kids to get
Oh,
up.
okay. I
let
see what you're
let
saying.
the kids have a seat. And,
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about where you eat when you sit down.
I know that's what I was like.
Like
you
when
just
you're
started
reading.
stealing tables.
Yeah.
Because Russ said, I got that one.
No, because there's a science to that. I have to worry about that every time I go to eat because I'm left-handed. So
Yep.
most people eat right-handed.
It's the
so
worst.
if we sit this way in and I'm eating, and their right hands, we're bumping elbows.
The whole time.
So we have
gotta
to
sit on the end.
I have to sit on that side to let this hand.
I didn't know I forgot we had 2 lefties on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can vibe with that, man. We can talk about that all day.
Yeah, man.
Do you guys have
Like-
left-handed scissors?
No.
No, but there is
It's not a
I think
handicap.
There
It's
is
like-
a difference though. Sometimes I'll be cutting.
Oh,
the
it's
scissors,
it sucks.
and then you'll change hands, and then it'll cut normally. Like
Or
sometimes.
You know what's the worse than that is the can opener.
Yes.
Because you get can opener and then you got to go like, oh yeah, this way.
Yeah.
Like
Get
you
the
gotta-
automatic one.
No,
Stick it in, push the thing down, walk away. It
I'm a
stops
ma-
when it's done.
I'm a man.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Grind
It's not
that-
about manliness. It's
grind
about
that thing
convenience.
out. Grind
It's
that thing out.
Multitasking.
Yes.
Do you shoot left-handed or do you shoot right-handed?
Both
You're ambidextrous.
ambidextrous.
I
when it
can
comes to-
golf both ways too. I'm not good in any way, shape, or form, but I can.
Yeah,
swing both ways.
basketball, football. I throw a football both ways. I'm better with my left.
Basketball left-handed.
Yeah.
I can lay up right-handed or whatever, but
But yeah, I can shoot. I'm proficient both.
it
ways.
helps me in basketball being left-handed because people don't think about it the same way.
Yeah.
So you can always get the step on people.
Yeah, I'm right-handed, but I can only shoot left-handed.
Really.
Yep. That's just how I learned.
It could be your eye dominance too.
It is. I am left-eye dominant.
Yeah.
I was hoping one of my kids would be left-handed, and none of them.
I know. Mine either. Losers.
I know.
Do you guys remember?
My
Is that?
kids probably.
I don't. I'm
Where
not
they tried to
left-handed.
correct you.
Right.
Yeah, I
Do you-
remember they used to do that in my
Yeah.
school.
Do you
Yeah.
like when
Oh,
you
yeah.
started writing? Was it just your natural inclination to pick up something with your left hand
Mhm.
and write with that?
Yeah. But see, I broke my left hand when I was in 3rd grade, so I had to write with my right. So
You have
back
beautiful
then.
penmanship, sir.
Thank you.
You really
but
do.
back then,
It's amazing.
when you broke your wrist, it was like in the 1940s. So you're in a cast for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not like it is now.
You got a
So-
hard cast, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hard casted. I had all my schoolwork. I had to do right-handed.
Here's the worst part: is you have the spiral notebooks, and then you're supposed to leave it in, and you have to write, and
Where the
you'd always have to
pencil
have your
and
hand
smudges.
over high,
Yeah.
so you have to arch over the
Yeah.
fucking spikes
like,
unless you want to have the.
And then you
grill
got
marks on
lead
your-
all down this part of your
every
hand.
fucking time. You always have lead.
I still see some left-handers do that. They do like the
Yeah.
up and
You
over.
have to.
I still do it once in a while.
Well, it's like when you were writing on the thing the other day and how
Yeah.
you were having to do that because of the marker not
Yeah.
drying quick enough.
Didn't Ned from The Simpsons have a
Left-handed Emporium.
Emporium? Yeah.
Sure did. Love Ned Flanders. Oakley dokley.
That's a very serious issue when you're going to a restaurant to
Oakley
eat. Though,
dokley.
is if you're left-handed, you have to be on the outside corner. You can't be between
Yeah.
2 people because you're going to be butting heads with somebody.
It's so crazy.
Unless
I
there's
never
not a
thought about
left-hander.
that because I don't.
Oakley Dokley, the Ned metal band.
Oh,
You've never heard of that?
I almost went and saw him.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
have. All right,
yeah, that's so good.
So for anybody who doesn't know, there's a tribute metal band. It's called Oakley Dokley, where they all dress up like Ned Flanders and they make heavy metal music
awesome.
based around The Simpsons. It's fantastic.
Have you ever heard of Mac Sabbath?
No, I haven't.
It's they all dress up as the McDonald's characters like Grimace and Ronald McDonald, and they play Black Sabbath songs.
That's
And
awesome.
I want to see them so
That's
bad.
That's so
great.
creative.
Yeah,
Oh.
Max Sabbath, huh?
yeah.
What-
And then there's the
yeah.
Molly Ringwalds. That
No.
is one of the best shows you'll ever see. They're like legit good musicians, and one of them dresses as Dee Snider, one of them dresses as Cobra Kai, Pee Wee Herman,
Oh, really?
and they play
Pee Wee
nothing
Herman, huh?
but 80s music.
Nice.
And
That
they
would be so much fun.
Oh my God, House of Blues, and they close with Purple Rain, and they have the purple lights come down. They're good. Like
the
it's-
Molly Ringwalds, are they local or are they?
they're out of New Orleans.
Okay,
but
so-
they're national.
but they
touring.
travel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
all over the country. But you get a chance when life open. That's the thing we were talking about.
Venues are back open now.
Yeah, but going to a show,
It's gonna be
man.
sketchy as fuck.
I'm going. I do not care.
You
I
gotta-
want to
you
go
gotta
to.
mask up.
I don't know. I want to go to House of Blues. I might get too excited when I get to House
Oh,
of Blues.
I
and
could
just
not do
rip
House
the
of
mask
Blues.
off.
He's
Oh.
gonna mosh pit anything.
No,
So
I'm
he's
not.
gonna
I'm
run
not
in and
talking
just
about
take
that.
his shirt off.
I want to see a
It could be
live.
like a play. You know,
I want, The gospel brunch on Sundays. I just want to see a live
Punch
band.
somebody.
I was looking at my memories earlier. Also, today's a big day for me. 3 years ago, we went and saw Mastodon. Me and my buddies went and saw Mastodon.
I was at that show.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Amazing.
We got VIP tickets to that. Because
Really?
we knew that they're traveling photographer.
Yep.
So we watched the entire show from the upper balcony in the leather seats with the private bartender and everything.
You were right next to us.
Because you guys were up there too, weren't
Ben
you?
was at the table, and then we were upper balcony, center row, front row.
Yeah.
Right there. It was amazing.
Wasn't that the show where the rhythm guitar player kept having volume wars?
Yes.
So he'd go and like turn up something on his amp and then go play, and the sound guy would turn it back down.
I miss live shows, man.
Yep.
I want to go see live shows so bad.
That was with Death Clock too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We got to meet those guys afterwards, and they were
So-
all super cool.
So is this happening? Like, have they like announced show dates? Like, is this?
I don't know,
I
man.
think everything is still kicked out to 2021 right now.
Yeah, because my concert got pushed back to July of next year.
national touring acts like that. We had the Deftones. Deftones
Tool.
were September, but they kicked it till September of next year, which
Yeah.
they just put out a new album. If you haven't heard it,
it's good.
Yo, it's really good.
It takes a couple listens. It doesn't.
It
happen
always
right
does,
away.
though. It always
Yeah.
does with the Deftones.
But yeah, Tool was supposed to come around, and they kicked it out to
Yeah.
2021, right?
Yeah, me and Joe were supposed to go to Tampa for that one. Tampa and Orlando. And Corona ruined everything.
Yep, fucking Corona.
Well, at least the Foo Fighters will go back on tour, and maybe I'll get to see them this time because my schedule will be a little bit better.
I was re-listening to our show last week, and I was still mad about that Billboard top 500 music.
I was talking to people
albums
at
of all
work
time.
about it. Yeah, they weren't happy
For
either.
the Foo Fighters to not even be on there
Right.
is total bullshit because they're the greatest rock band that is around right now.
Right.
Yes,
Hands down.
like American rock band.
Yep.
Yes.
Not any kind of genre of metal or anything.
Put
but
on a
rock and
show.
roll.
Put on a show and just tear it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's every time I'm at one of their shows, like there's a moment when like a song will come on and like everybody is singing and it's like you could feel the music like in your bones and you're like, oh my God, I'm actually like really happy right now.
That's how it is
Like,
with Tool, man.
It's like so cool.
Do they have any top 500 albums? Foo Fighters?
He said no. I didn't even look through the rest of
No?
that list. I was
didn't
looking
think
at
they
the
were
top
on there.
50 and I was like, I cannot do this. It was like it was barely
Pink
loading.
Floyd, The Wall's
Ugh.
not in the top 50. It's not a.
That's an illegitimate list.
Yeah,
I like how Charlie's like, let's go, let's take this lighter and then proceed to piss everybody off.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
anger everybody. Oh man, I got such a busy day today.
Yeah, what you
you
got
do.
going on, man?
Birthday party, 2 birthday parties.
This is for your 42.
No. This is
We're past that now?
my
Oldest guy on the show.
guy. Shut up. Shut your mouth. A guy I work with. His son's turning 6, so we're going to the bounce house. That whatever that Sky Zone.
Sky
Sky
Zone's
Zone.
great.
And then we're gonna go to my neighbor's having a party. Her birthday's today. And then 4:00, I'm going to Epic to see Empire Strikes Back with my pops. It's gonna be a busy day.
Two elders.
Great day though.
Exciting day.
Two elder statesmen watching.
Yeah, two
old
elders
movies.
out watching a movie together.
I don't know, guys. You're right around the same age, so
But you're still older.
Starting to show, man.
I know.
At least you guys put face masks on. And
It's so funny, man, because I hurt my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder a couple days ago, and A was like, "Well, it was your birthday," and then so it's like people are pointing
like,
that
how
out.
much longer before our kids are taking care of us?
No, man.
Like
I hope
30
never.
years.
Yeah, never.
Colleen, what are you doing today?
I got to work 5 o'clock. After this, I'm gonna go home and try to hang out with the kids.
Yeah.
Probably drive around with them. They really like driving through the airport. So yeah, Tycho, like looking at the plane sitting
Okay.
there.
Oh, that's
Actually, I met somebody last week that's friends with my friend Lindsay that works out there as an airplane mechanic, and she's gonna let us go next Saturday with Declan to go inside an airplane because he always wants to go inside and he
cool.
can't.
Cool.
But she's gonna like let us go in this secure area and he can get in the plane, stand on the wing, and take pictures and stuff. So
That's awesome.
actually really excited about that.
What are you doing, man? You gonna do some Viking metal?
Yeah, no, I don't have Stella this weekend, and I have to work tomorrow night, so I
Fucking
won't
metal
get her
it is.
again until Monday. So today I'm on the bike. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm just
You're gonna come see me.
I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna pick a direction and go. I haven't
Nice.
eaten breakfast yet, so I'm gonna go find something.
Perfect.
To eat, but
Yeah.
spend
Heck
the
yeah.
whole day.
You're
on the
good
bike.
with eating breakfast by yourself?
100%.
Oh yeah,
I do everything by myself.
I can't do it yet.
I don't mind it.
Really? I enjoy it.
It's nice.
Leave
Yeah.
me alone. Let me
It's
eat.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Let me look at the news. Let me just. That's how I'm like an old man. When I mean, Just leave me the fuck alone.
It's very old
Let
man.
me drink my coffee. Let me eat
you're
my toast.
messing with me.
I can
but
eat with a
leave-
group. I can eat it with a group.
Right. I. It's not that I prefer it either way, but I can eat alone. I can go to a movie alone. I can go to a show alone with no problems.
When I travel for work, I'd be driving
that.
long distances and then parking and getting in a hotel room
Yeah.
and stuff, and I'd be gone for like 2 weeks.
Really?
You develop this coolness with being on your own because you're going into restaurants, next to the hotel, eating, talking to some random people. It's kind of nice. It's kind of
Freeing.
I don't know.
I've
Yeah.
had some trips to California where I've had like 2 days off, and it ended up being just me and a rental car
Yeah.
in California with two. It's like, what am I going to do today? And there's such a feeling of freedom with that.
Go to the
There
whiskey.
really is.
Go to the whiskey, dude. Sit where Lemmy sat.
I go
whenever I
walk
want.
around stores or something, and then there's a movie theater. Boom! I've sat in for 2 and 3 movies at a time.
Yep.
Just
Oh,
in
I
one
can't do
evening,
that.
rather than sitting in a hotel room.
Anything
Nothing to do.
anything
Yeah.
to do to get out of the hotel room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get there.
Hey
That's
guys,
nice.
real quick, guess what is
Tell me.
back in stores? The
Pumpkin spice.
blueberry
Oh.
pancake sausages
Oh,
are back
yes.
at Publix,
Are
and
they?
I just went through my last
that's
box.
funny.
Like I took the last one out. I said, Brent, this is the last box. We went to Publix, and he's like, look, and I took a picture. I meant to send it to you guys.
That's hilarious.
And then Tanya messaged me. She's like, look, what's at Port St. John Publix? I'm like, oh, it's at 2 Publixes now.
You
Yes.
gotta just buy them out.
So I feel like maybe some normalcy is coming back now. I don't have
It
to
is coming
stress
back.
out about pancake sausages. I was gonna go to Aldi's and buy. They have a brand now, and I was gonna keep the Jimmy Dean box and just dump them in there and try to trick them. that was my next go-to plan, but I don't have to do that now.
I found 2 things at Aldi's that I really like. They've got this pre-made like bean dip thing for like salsa, like with guacamole, and man,
Yep.
that's good. If you guys see that,
Yeah,
grab it. It's
okay.
good.
Hey, Aldi's is nice, man. They
I
got
know,
some good
man.
Shit.
And they
They're
got
good.
the toasted raviolis, which are to die for.
Toasted raviolis. Huh?
Throw it, toss them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But I just
Back in
wanted to
the
tell
deli,
everyone
you're
about that
good.
pancake sausage before they start blowing me up with like that they're there, because I do
yeah.
know I've seen them. I'm very happy about that.
Really, you just got to
And thank
buy
you
a
again
ton
for
of them.
everybody who got me those pancake sausages
2020's turning around, guys.
right.
through quarantine. Woo.
I think the rest of this year is going to be awesome, man.
I do too.
I hope so, man.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Nope. Don't.
It's gonna be
Nope.
nice.
You have to think
It's going to
it.
be beautiful.
I don't
man.
even think. Yeah.
It's going to be great, guys.
We'll be fine.
Happy holidays.
I can't wait. You
Are
see
we-
that I posted? I went
Yeah.
total basic bitch last night in the house. Pumpkin
Yeah.
candle. With
Yeah.
You did.
I liked
You
it.
did.
It was in such a good.
I'm
Were you
drinking.
to-
I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin
I've
coffee.
gone to the store a few times and I've been looking for a good pumpkin beer and there's been nothing at Publix.
Cinnamon Toast
anywhere.
Crunch Creamer.
Don't worry. In a couple weeks, you'll be able to have Titusville in.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's coming back.
Couple weeks.
Yeah,
What are you
'cause-
doing, Ron?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
come
brewing
on
right
now.
now.
That's perfect.
Get
So-
if you see it, ABC Liquor has one called Pumpkin.
Okay.
That's the best out of all of them.
Okay.
But the second one that's almost as good as the Sam Adams pumpkin.
Okay.
lager.
They don't have it at Total Wine.
They might, yeah. Oh, I'm sure they have it at Total Wine.
Ooh, down in
pumpkin?
Vieira.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, because I got to
Yeah.
go to Rockledge, so maybe I'll swing by there.
Give me a
That's-
If
six-pack.
they do, I'll grab you a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
remarkably good.
I love that Total Wine place.
Yeah.
Up north, they've had those big. They have like malls of liquor stores that are malls. Like, I mean, there's multiple aisles you go down.
Yeah.
And Total Wine's the closest thing we have to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in Cali, they've got one just like it called Bevmo.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Like Liquor Barn is what they're called up in Kentucky area.
Go to Liquor
You go to Liquor Barn. You go in, dude. They have the best pies. They have these Derby pies for Kentucky Derby, and they got
So
a
random.
French silk pie, dude. It's I'm telling you,
Better than Village Inn
it's
French Silk?
It's better
Not a
than anything
chance.
Village
That's a
Inn.
bold statement.
No, it's got a candy crust and it's a chocolate mousse kind of filling, but it's weird. It's amazing. The crust is what makes it amazing.
Hey, we got UFC 253 tonight. I know you guys are really concerned about that. Israel Adesanya and Paulo Costa.
Wait, isn't there a local guy fighting?
Nice.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think there's a local guy might be fighting while one of the undercards is fighting. I'll have to look it up.
Really, I wonder if it's UFC or if it's I don't think Bellator's got anything going.
Let me see.
We got football tomorrow,
And we have a birthday today.
and
don't
Charlie,
we?
we're playing against each other.
Yeah, I started a player that
You're
didn't
gonna
play.
you're gonna beat me.
I started a player that didn't even play.
You gonna congratulate him on his win?
on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Congrats on your victory.
I want you to win. So you got a goose egg. So you're
I'm
definitely
0-2 right now.
Yeah,
I
it's,
can't buy a win. I'm gonna start Herbert against you.
Okay, yeah, no, the local guy I'm talking about was fighting a different card.
Okay. Shout out to Daryl Nichols, man. You know Daryl.
Daryl.
He put me on his. He's got a little UFC group through the Tom and Dan thing.
Yep.
They got it's pretty cool.
great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to Daryl. Thanks for thinking about it.
Daryl's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I love
he
Daryl.
knows a lot about fighting too.
Yeah. Oh, he does. He watches it a lot.
Very smart when it comes to that. But that's about it. I think you got Florida State and Miami Hurricanes, and I'm not a college football guy.
Yep.
But that's probably going to be a big thing tonight.
Yeah.
And
Dolphins won this week.
Oh, happy birthday, Amanda
Dolphins kicked
Rutherford.
some ass. Fitzmagic is the only player to do something. He's like threw a touchdown, ran a touchdown.
Oh, he's the best. You guys are going to the Super Bowl.
Deflected. It's Fitzmagic, man. He always gets you 1 or 2 games a year. That's all we got.
We got a birthday?
Yeah, Amanda Rutherford. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Amanda.
Last time we saw her,
Happy
she was
birthday.
over here for the surprise podcast.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
Jennifer Bloom's birthday is today. That's my neighbor. Going, happy birthday,
Happy
Jennifer.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Yeah. September's, they get a lot of birthdays in September, man.
Those are New Year's babies.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Jackie Cook, Chad's wife, Jackie. Her birthday, day after mine.
Happy birthday.
And my buddy Shane's son, Caden. Happy birthday, Caden.
Is he listening?
Yep. He's a big fan.
Yeah, there's a lot of who we got today. Amanda Feruz's birthday today. Happy birthday.
Nice.
And Shakara's birthday's today.
Oh, it is Shakar's birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Shakara.
birthday, Shakara.
Happy
Love her.
birthday.
She's so great.
Can you believe
Good
Devontae
people.
Freeman plays for the Giants now?
Who cares? Giants suck.
What I know, they do. I have been trying so hard, and I just
And Lauren Schumann's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Lauren.
Nice. Happy birthday.
anyways,
Is that it?
I'll be watching football at the hardware store tonight and tomorrow.
We'll stop.
I'll swing by, maybe.
I probably will.
All right, look, I'm gonna call you before I ride up there.
All right.
I'll keep you accountable.
1 year anniversary.
Okay.
You got to try
So
that.
crazy.
The Chipotle thing.
Okay.
It's spicy. It's got
You'll
a
like
little
that
kick.
caramel
probably
macchiato
like it.
though.
You will like the caramel macchiato. That
I like
one's
them
good.
both.
We have Playa Fest in 6-packs now, and blonde in 6-packs.
Well, what time are you guys going up there? Because I got the movie, and then
Well, what time? Well, the movie starts at 4. It's about a 2-hour movie.
4:20 it starts. So
So it won't really
Perfect
start until
timing.
about
Yeah.
4:40.
better get
yeah.
started.
So you're looking at 6:30 or 7 before you're out of there.
yeah, okay. I can't wait, man.
butter
Empire in the
gummy
theaters,
time.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
stoked. Can't wait.
Your dad gonna eat a gummy and stuff and watch a movie 420.
No,
Oh,
man.
Scott.
My dad doesn't eat gummies.
That you know of.
He might get
Our
a
parents do all kinds of things that we don't know of.
No.
Think of all the things you hide from your kids.
Yeah, but trust me,
Your parents
Oh
did
my
the same
God.
thing.
not happening, buddy.
God, could you imagine?
It'd be awesome. That'd be cool. I could be able to say my
You're just
dad-
like he has some like trap door and you open it and it's like a Jimi Hendrix room or something
be
like
so
Bob
cool.
Marley. He's just in his
Well,
room.
he's got his back where the jacuzzi's at in the Florida room. He's got the Led Zeppelin poster.
there it
Blacks
is.
out in the black light.
Yeah.
Kids love it.
Hell yeah.
He's smoking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh yeah.
Be cool. All right.
All right, guys.
The dog hasn't moved since we've been here.
No, he was up here.
Oh yeah.
And he wanted down, so I got him
At
down.
7 o'clock, Peanut goes outside, goes potty, comes back in and lays there
That's
for
it.
hours. That's about most.
What a life.
Yeah.
Then keep-
Astrid, my St. Bernard's the same way. She'll go do her business in the morning, and then she'll
Yeah.
go find her bed, and
Yep.
she will be there the entire day.
Oh yeah.
Must be tough.
Dog
Maybe I'll
life.
luck out and the kids will be taking a nap when I get back home.
If only our kids did that, right?
All right, guys, I got to go. Birthday
All
party.
right.
Yeah,
All right.
see y'all on Wednesday.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Daisies in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisies in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that shit's killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.